Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 6 of Let's Play Stellaris Utopia, the Corinthian Commonwealth of Planets. In the last part, we were finally able to colonize Euphoria, or what was previously known as Sirius 3, sorry. And yeah, we were able to, very luckily, get it, and it just finished colonizing at the end of the last part. So now we're focusing on building up and expanding. We also got TIE Scouts, which I was messing about with the idea of getting some hangar boats. For now, we will actually make one. Well, we'll make a model, or not a model, but we'll make the blueprint as such. And of course, I'll get my spaceship name generators up. That way, we can name this ship very aptly. We call this the Patience. No, no patience work. For another solar sailor event there. Encounter. Ooh. So we've come into contact with the mining drones, which means this system will have an abundance of something. So we're still going to go through and check them out anyway. They shouldn't bother me unless I get close enough to bother them. So we don't have to worry about our fleet there. Someone's in Corinth. It's the... Oh, it's the Domanian Imperial Systems. That's fine then. Tarbocker's been cleared, so we're going to demolish this. Rebuild it there. There we go. You can work that until you need to. We could build an autocom monument. I think I'm going to hold off on that for now. What I am going to do is I'm going to build a robot here as soon as we have enough... we have nowhere near enough energy credits. So for now, we're just going to hold off and hope we get some energy credits soon. And by hope, I mean hope we find somewhere to build... oh, no, we've got somewhere to build energy credits. We're going to hold off on the physics research and just get it over that there for now. Hopefully some more of the systems in my control have it. We haven't even finished here yet, which is, didn't think would happen. Very close to finishing this little planet here. Aurelion 6A. Aurelion 6A, sorry. Which is useless, so that's lovely. Doesn't look like we found any planets in this area here, which is very upsetting, which means we're going to have to use Frontier Outposts to even stand a chance out there, which is unfortunate. Luckily, we will be able to use the tradition... Galactic Ambition, which we're able to get now. Which will give us the ability to grab land in abundance over there. For the military vessels, I'm actually going to have you... Anywhere we have low, I'm going to have you go. Because until you've got less than low, you won't know. Yeah, I'm going to have you go all the way back around there, and then pull yourself back to the capital. It's a long trip, but I think our guys are ready for it. The construction ship is unfortunately not at the Fura A yet. Wait, is it Fura A? Is that the name of it? Yes, it is. So once they're there, they hopefully will be able to get that constructed quick enough for us. Well, we're not losing money very quickly, so it's not too much of a problem, I'd say. If our fleet was docked, we'd be okay. But unfortunately it's not, so we're just going to have to accept that for now. Corinth has nowhere we can really build another power without being too much of a problem. And one of our scientists died, which is unfortunate because she was the leader of this science vessel. So what we're going to go with the ancient archaeologist, sorry, not an archaeologist. And we're going to hope that they... Do you know what? We're just going to tell you what to do, and which is why I want you to go over here and survey there. And then just survey what's over here. Because as much as I should survey over here, I'm just going to ignore it for now because it's not as immediately necessary as the border over here, which is not facing any known threats from any other empire. So it's in the best interest to look at. We are getting our extra unity, so we're getting 12 unity. If we look at the traditions, we're going to, in 39 months, we'll be able to finish expansion and gain an ascension perk, which I will probably go for either interstellar dominance or technological ascendancy. Because interstellar dominance, I'm not going to need too many planets since I can't find enough. So just increasing our border range is very important to us, which is what we're going to do. It doesn't help that we have a fanatical purifier on our border. Luckily, though, we are considered the strongest in the galaxy so far. I mean, how much does it cost? So we're at 0.9 maintenance there, and if I was to upgrade it, it would go to 1.86. It would double. I feel like on Corinth we can get away with that, so for now we will. And you know what, on Osiris we'll be able to get away with it if we had a planetary administration. Now this person there is you're gonna stay there, and you're gonna work a basic hydroponics farm. No, you're not. No, you're not. No. You're going to work over here on the energy, on the basic power plant. And we're going to build the basic power plant here to make sure the next citizens work on them. Now, Fura, you have got your thing here, which is just great, which means you can now get the basic hydroponics farm. And holy crap, I did not realize there is a 4-society province there. Definitely going to have to cash in on that early. Got some nice mineral layout here. We've got some food in nice places. We'll work with that when we need to. For now, we'll hold off and focus on more prudent matters for us. Such as getting tech in general. Tech is definitely going to be considered more prudent. I think maybe getting a second science ship will definitely be very prudent as well. So we're able to just do double the amount of researching and looking. It also does not look like I'm able to find anywhere with a inhabitable planet for us, which is not good, because if there's this much land, or sorry, this much, that's uncolonizable, it's going to be very painful for us. Unless we find like a minor civilization who we can just uplift into us, or for the very least just conquer and then give citizenship and allow them to live peacefully in our empire. I mean, we already have robots, so I see no reason to allow anyone. I see no reason not to allow anyone else in, as long as they fit our ethos of materialist and militarist. As long as they fit those, we're golden. The power plant is done, and the new part of the ship planet was built up. So we finally got the hydroponic farms there. Means we're making more food, which is great. We were only just teetering on making food last time. Titanic life. We'll proceed with the study. 147 months. So for now, we'll just ignore that. Just like the first, we'll ignore because they're a bit too expensive for us. In that sense. Of course, we will research the anomalies as we find them. And I would like to invest in a second science ship, so we're going to. And then I'm going to invest in a corvette. United Nations of Earth would like me to spend one of my... You know what, for now, yeah. That should stop them from being as aggressive as trying to push back borders for now. As I'm the only person they have on their thing. They do have an alien fleet here and an alien fleet here. This will be the amoebas who just fly through. Yeah, like I said, just the amoebas who are going to fly through and not be too much of a pain. So for now, we just need to, like we said before, finish expansion, and then we can expand to 2 more planets. Will probably be Poa and Dram, if Dram is still available at that time. And yeah, and you know what, just go that way and then go there. And then go home, because that way my corvettes are not wasting time. So yeah, once we're back, once we've got Dram, I think Dram will definitely be our next one. Like I said, it's not the best, but it's in a position to help and be useful, and the system itself will probably benefit us in the long run. Now where do I want you to work? I'll probably want you on food, so I'm gonna unlock this part of the forest, and we can't. So for now, we'll just have to accept that. We've got deflectors. I'm going to go for research speed then, because our research speed is noticeably lacking. So an increase in that would be very nice. Our new science ship is done, so let's recruit. And we cannot recruit someone just yet. So we'll have to leave that at Corinth, and well, we'll just have to leave it there. We can't really say anything else other than that. It'll be there for now until we're able to do something about that. And we have no other place that we know of where we can get energy, so it's... we can't really do anything about that at this moment. Maybe energy here. We've only done a couple of bit planets in here, and then we left it, so... we can't really say. What would you like? Oh, you'd like to give us a thing because you'd like... oh, you've got enough. That's a fairer trade. We'll accept that, Sol. Oh, so... the Space Amoeba have decided to fuck with you. Well, you've obviously done something to piss them off in the United Nations of Earth, and I refuse to help you. Now, we have built another ship. And we've got a ruler celebration, which gained us unity, which put us only 14 months away from collecting courier network and finishing expansion, which is great. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go with Imperial Prerogative. I think, no, not Imperial Prerogative, sorry. Interstellar Domination, or Dominion, because we may be able to grab Dram with that, and hopefully Dram 2 is not the planet that takes up the energy, so that's just good for us. So that is definitely what we're going to do. And we're now able to get ourselves a new scientist. They're all pretty much the same. So we're just going to go with the youngest, which is Daniel Penscott. I'll bet Penscott. Now you're over there, so I'm going to have you go finish that thing, and then we're going to have you go this way. Whereas you are going to go and then just do this. Like, go over there and research around there. Now, if any of these two have a planet, I'm going to be quite annoyed or quite happy. Android Pleasure Palace. Fair enough. I mean, I'm guessing that's this one. So there's an Android Pleasure Palace over here. On a barren world, of course. They never seem to be on the good ones. And yeah, I knew there was a methane world there. Please be a planet in Havana. Nope, there isn't. That is unfortunate. That is the nearest planet, and it's an ammonia. So I'm relatively upset by that. But there isn't much I could do, so I'm not gonna worry myself too much. We do need to upgrade you to the next level, so we're gonna do that. And we are gonna try and wait on these guys for the turbo lasers, because in 18 months we can build turbo lasers, which we can then upgrade everything, and it'll be fine. Titan study is now 78 months, whereas, yeah, these guys are still a bit too expensive, so I'm going to hold off on them. How far away now? 10 months. Good, good, good. In 10 months, we can push our borders out and have a little bit of extra territory for ourselves. Oh, that is mean. The Sun Empire is definitely not looking to make friends with the United Nations of Earth. Precursor remnants. Sweet, some more unity. Everybody unity pushes me further and further to my goal without needing to be bother me too much. So that really is good. Losing 2 whole energy credits just from modifiers, which is kind of upsetting. So we definitely need to get Dram. I think I'm going to start saving up now for a colony ship to Dram. Actually, no, Dram and Power, which is better in the expansion planner? You know what, ladies and gentlemen, Power needs to be done because Power has energy credits. So Power is going to be our more immediate conquest, shall we say, or colony, shall we say? We got some things over here, such as minerals. That's one. So yeah, we got some minerals, and even more. Engineering, which is great. Engineering research is just one of the best things. It'll help us get through our ship classes a lot quicker. And I'd love to start building on it, but again, we've got to focus on stuff for now. And you know what? I kind of really want to not get Dram, purely because I feel like, and we're not going to get Dram, so Dram isn't ours, because I didn't want to block in these guys anyway. As much as I like pissing off players, In this playthrough, we're going to try and not do that, and Dram is unfortunately not going to be ours anyway. Earth has got a colony ship, and they're going to go colonize it, which is great for them. And this system was as useless as I expected it to be. Which means, hey, that helps, I guess. At least now we know it's useless. So for you are going to hopefully just have to, we're going to have to be the best. And you're just going to have to grow when you can. Corinth, okay, we've got you now. Yeah, I think I'm happy with you getting that. That's awesome. Cyrus, yeah, you'll be fine. And you're going to give me some nice society and round everything up nicely. One second, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. That was just a friend of mine asking for something. I also thought I had actually muted that sound, but apparently it comes back every so often. And that is a great system, a 6 and a 6, and I'm pretty happy with that. So, yeah, so Dram isn't going to be. We're probably going to lose Kutam, but I mean, with Interstellar Dominion, we may be able to keep it, but I'm not getting my hopes up. So yeah, we'll just have to. We're gonna ignore there for now. And I'm not gonna bother investing in there while I can. We are gonna bother investing in building the next colony ship and sending it straight to Poa. We're getting 1.1. It's gonna take us a while to get a colony. Another citizen just finished growing. This citizen here. You're going to come down here and you're going to build a basic hydroponics farm. Because we need it. What we really need is some more robots. But at the moment we can't really free them up. And the hierarchy of Slozcox. We have the hierarchy of Slozcox. Minions of the wise Primarch Tricad. Our aim is to improve ourselves through the use of technology. And whether you agree with these goals or not, we trust you will remain amicable neighbours. The way I will salute you. So they are a authoritarian, materialist pacifist, so kind of just in the way, if we're completely honest. Sol, can you just like give me some star chart? Yeah, you've got star charts that I haven't got, and I haven't got any that you haven't got, so you're not interested. Sounds about right. The AI can be some cruel pricks sometimes, but I mean they make good arguments. And there we go. We've got our courier network. Now got an Ascension's perk. Interstellar Dominion. There we go. Pushed out enough, hopefully, to keep that. And also to keep some more. And we also took up this system and a couple more. Which is great. Just I needed our borders to be a little bit bigger. So, that's what I did. Everything seems to be just fine at the moment. My navy's back at home, finally. And we're a little bit away from colonizing here. We just need to get our influence back, and we'll be golden. Our influence went up for some reason. I mean, what we really need is a rival, someone to hate. And we've already got one in you. At the moment, these are the guys I would want to rival, but they have no opinion of me, so I don't see why I should. But now we can get Poa colonized. Nope, we can't. We need to wait one more month and we can do it. So at the end of the part, we'll at least have the construction started and have the ship sent there. And then we're going to probably invest it into industry, maybe supremacy for the extra border range again. Just to really hammer that home. Leader capacity. Oh, there's some border range down here and some core systems +1. You know what? Statescraft is amazing. Yeah, we're gonna go for statecraft next. We're gonna forge our government and make sure the Korinthian Commonwealth of Planets, or the Commonwealth of Planets for short, is able to grow and flourish without being impeded. Now we're going to get Aurora now. So Poe, you're now the yeah, we'll rename it once the colony lands. That way I can make sure I've got it right. We'll leave that for now. That's a bit too big of a anomaly for now. So we'll just leave that there. We're not going to worry about that too much. Now we need to build. You know, as much as I need power, we need food as well. That is unfortunate. As much as I like that society research, I think I'm going to get the food instead. And there we go, we've got some turbo lasers. And we could go straight for the concussion missiles, but I think I'm going to go straight for the engineering facility to keep myself happy. And by that I mean to keep my tech on the up instead of the down. So now we're going to quickly refit the interceptor, or the Eagle, with our lovely turbo lasers that are green. And we don't need to upgrade our power anymore, or any more so than they already are. And we just need to give it 40 minerals. And after our colony ship is done, our turbo lasers will be upgraded. Before we end, I just want to add one more corvette to this list, just to add a corvette to this list before we end the part. That way I know we've got 9 ships, and we can stay being the strongest in the list. Manual's leveled up as well. I mean, I'd like to do this until we got statecraft, but I don't think we can get 38 moments in a couple of minutes unless I put it on the max speed, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to just end this part right here. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next part. I'll see you guys then.